Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. It's now time for our MLB 3-pack with Ramon Scott. You'll find his pre and plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's bring Ramon in right now. Ready to roll here with the Friday baseball. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, Friday baseball card, and well, we got some other sports too with our NBA games. We're going to know all the teams after tonight. And of course, we got our playoff matchup set in the NHL now, pretty much for the weekend, and it's just going to be a fun weekend. Here we go.
Yep, the Kings blew a loss today. They blew a loss, if you can probably
It
believe
was
that.
like a game. Who wanted it less? It felt like in those two late games.
Oh my goodness! What a wild third period. The Kings blew. As I said, they blew a loss. All right, here we go tonight. We get started here with the Red Sox and Pirates going head to head here, and we're seeing a line here. Pirates, Red Sox significant favorites here. The total coming in here about 8.5.
Yeah, we'll help everybody out here because we're getting a little bit of jump for you guys. Yeah, you'll start to see the line come out and the pictures come out a little bit, but this one, a little bit of breaking information here on Thursday with Marco Gonzalez likely headed to some type of injury situation here, and Quinn Priester likely will get the call up here. He's already on the 40-man roster, Tony, for the Bucks, so we know he has major league experience. We've seen Priester already. Is not great last year, 10 appearances, 7.74 ERA. So far this year, 1-1, a 3.95 ERA down at AAA for Boston Bello. We know we like him. Moving forward, obviously Boston likes him. Gave him some money. Congratulations. So 3.92 ERA so far, 1.21 the whip. Boston 7-3 at home. I'm sorry, 7-3 on the road. For some reason, they can't get it together. That the Fenway, weighs on you sometimes, I guess. Pittsburgh coming out of here just got swept out by the lowly Mets. So let's take Boston tomorrow, Tony. This line is probably going to be Boston plus 105, maybe even money. A very closely rated game, and the total will be about looks like 8.5 under 20. So that's just something for you to measure by. When you see this video, you'll probably know the line and you'll see how much it's moved.
That's right, Ramon Scott. Click the link below for his best bets. Red Sox and Pirates. Look for the Red Sox about plus 105. All right, let's continue on here, guys. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. You'll find the link in the description. Let's continue here on our MLB 3-pack here for the games here on Friday as we continue on here. As we'll be looking here at the hour here, where we at the 8:40, I believe. Okay, so we'll get to 8:40 Eastern time involving the Rocky game, and it's right here. Mariners and Rockies. We see the Mariners $1.25 on the road, total 11.
Okay, so in Rockies games, right, Tony, it's not so much a matter of how but when on totals. With this matchup, I mean, I don't know if I could talk anybody into it necessarily, but I will explain a little bit about our pitching matchup here. You got Emerson Hancock. We've kind of bagged on him, I think, twice already a little bit. Not bagged on him, just a young pitcher with a lot of inexperience. So, but we're getting some starts here for Seattle. He had a good start, I thought, last game, Tony, in the loss to the Cubs, but he went 6 innings and 4 hits, 2 runs. And 4 strikeouts in a loss. So Hancock got that ERA down to 8 here. So nothing to go touting here, but a decent outing for Hancock. He's also coming into Colorado. You're going up against Dakota Hudson, who's ended up in Colorado. Sorry, buddy. But 0-3, 3 unders so far, Tony, in 3 games. Now, just one of them, I believe, has been at home. He went 6 innings, 3 runs against Tampa Bay. So pretty good outing for Hudson at home. He's got a 4.15 ERA and a 273 batting average. Not going to say Hudson doesn't have experience, Tony. Seattle's gone 6-12 to the under so far this season. So we've already seen this one tick down a little bit. For me, Colorado totals, I always kind of weigh that first move. And if I was on that side, kind of what I do. So it already ticked down 11.5 under 30. Now you're looking at almost going to be 11 flat here. So I'm going to tail these. I think it's a sharp move, and I'm going to go under 11 with the Mariners and the Rockies.
All right, Ramon Scott, get his pre and plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Find the link in the description. Mariners and Rockies under 11 runs. All right, let's continue here on our MLB 3-pack as we're going to get ready here for the next game on the board, and it will be Blue Jays and Padres. Padres $1.18 with a total 8.5.
I get to talk about my Padres here, Tony, tonight, and I'll tell you what. They've won 3 straight series now. They got the knuckleballer out there, Waldron. If you floated up there to Toronto, we'll see how that Toronto offense responds. There's a big difference here between these two teams right now. Offensively, the Padres are averaging 5.2 runs per game, and the Blue Jays are averaging just 3.8 runs per game. Dario Rodriguez in there for Toronto tonight, Tony. Just 3 2/3 innings pitch in his first start. Did give up just 1 earned run, however, and 4 hits, I believe. So okay outing, but he's not going to go very deep here. So the Padres will be working against mostly the bullpen. Waldron not great versus right-handers, but with a knuckleballer, it's always interesting to see how a team reacts and responds. And that Padre offense is looking good, Tony. I'll say this. If I could get just a tiny bit of fandom in, Tony, compared to last year, so far, this team is way more fun to watch and way more clutch. Remember last year, Tony, the Padres would either crush you or they would choke late. Well, this team seems to have the ability to win games late, and they seem to be just a more cohesive and a better team and more enjoyable to watch. Whether they're any better, I can't say that for sure. They're probably just a 500 team, but I'm enjoying it a lot more this season than I did last season. Take the Padres on this one.
All right, Ramon Scott here with Blue Jays and Padres. Padres at minus the 120. All right, we got through our 3-pack here for Friday. So let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see Ramon ready to roll here with baseball on the board, a 15-game card. We got those play-in games. We have got NHL playoffs and NBA playoffs coming up here over the weekend. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I wish we had some MMA. You see my record there from so far. We had a good UFC 300, but we're going to have to wait a week. PFL tomorrow, but we cover UFC here on the site, so we'll be involved tomorrow, of course, in NBA play-in elimination games. Tony, this is it. Going to be very exciting tomorrow with our final games. We had the injuries. You called it, Tony. You said Butler, you didn't like the way it looked, and I talked about him being able to at least walk off, but the news wasn't good for Jimmy Buckets. We'll see how that affects the game. It's still going to be a competitive game according to the line, so I'll have opinions on those games in premium fashion over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of my premium pick packages, including Major League Baseball. On Friday night, I came to you with a winner in that late game with Arizona and San Francisco. We had the under there, so got a premium winner in there on Thursday, and going to bring more to you here, but that's what we're focused on. I'll probably look a little bit at some soccer action as well, Tony, here with the got some time with the pickings a little thin, but definitely going to be ready for a big weekend. We know those matchups now for hockey, and we know what's going on for the most part in the NBA, and of course, it's just a great format, the way the games are just kind of one after another. If one game comes a blowout, you can take care of something, but it's going to be a good weekend to start. Games coming fast and furious, one after another, hockey and basketball playoff action, and that's where you want to hit me up over at Tony'sPicks.com. I'll have individual packages every day, but you see there the 3-day, 7-day, or 30-day, or also what else Tony's pointed out, my other packages. I have packages specifically made for NBA action, NHL action, if you're interested in one or both of those sports, competitively priced those as well. And you see those postseason packages right there. NBA a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Tony. Good job. And you can pick up my playoff packages or just pick up those 3-day, 7-day. Look, we get the 3-day right now. We're going to get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's going to be, pretty exciting. Probably be involved in a lot of those playoff games. I'm a little bit hungry, Tony, if you know what I mean. So let's eat this weekend over at Tony'sPicks.com.
That's right, guys. You got Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can verify Ramon's handicapper results here, showing good results MMA last 30 days. We'll get MMA back in action next week. Click the link in the description, land on his handicapper page, and get on board here with Ramon. Long-term passes, the 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass are all sports, or his season passes here. We got NBA postseason, NHL postseason, MLB season, so go ahead and get signed up for those. And, of course, whatever you sign up for, remember the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. You can access Ramon's page. Again, click the link in the description and go ahead and get signed up. All right, that's going to do it here for Ramon and I. We'll be back again tomorrow with more coverage here. For Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.